vanish.
Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about My Heroes Wants Justice. There's been a bunch of gameplay kind of posted on YouTube. A lot of people are sharing their gameplay experience from E3. We also saw some people playing it on live streams from Twitch and all that stuff. So I've got an opportunity to watch a couple of gameplays. I've seen gameplays from Deku, Bakugo, All Might, Todoroki, Shigaraki, Stain. Literally all the characters that have been revealed so far have had gameplays of them on YouTube. So far my first initial thought is that it looks pretty fun. It looks fun. Like, it looks like something that you can have a bunch of fun playing for hours long. There seems to be a level of complexity when it comes to the combos. I still can't tell because I haven't seen enough people talk about whether or not it's gonna have some level of a combo system, like similar to that of Naruto Clash of the Revolutions, where you have to perform certain inputs to perform certain combos, or if it's going to be something similar to the Storm series, where it's just one button, and if you press triangle and circle at the same time, you'll perform your special moves. You know how it is. I still can't tell by how it's gonna be structured, but so far from what I've seen, it looks fun. I also saw gameplays of, you know, Dabi and Togi. Togi looks really fun. Like, I don't know if she has a quirk or not, but that little knife that she has, she's very lethal, to be honest with you. Now, I'm kind of thinking that this game's gonna lean towards the Storm series, unless someone can correct me in the comment section below, because obviously it has some similarities with the Storm games. You have your assist that you can call in to help assist you with your main character. It has the same type of round system that Storm 4 has, where, you know, once you knock out the characters, you just continue on straight on afterwards, except for the fact that you don't get to keep the health that you have in the previous round. Everyone starts out again with full health, so I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Now, the only thing that's still throwing me off a little bit is the wall running, because, you know, in the anime they don't really do any wall running at all. The only person that actually would utilize the walls or the environment around them would be Deku and Bakugo, for the most part, because, you know, Bakugo naturally just jumps around with his explosive quick and just does a lot of aerial maneuver, so that's kind of something we can expect from him. And obviously Deku, with his full growl, he obviously uses that and kind of makes himself a lot more speedier when he bounces around the wall and stuff like that. But yeah, the destruction in this game looks actually really, it looks cool, but it looks weird and out of place most of the time, because you would see a lot of stuff just get destroyed so easily. Do you know what I mean? Like simple attacks are breaking everything, where I feel like it should be really heavy based attacks that should be doing those massive amount of destruction. Because there was a one point in the gameplay, I'm not too sure which one it was, where Deku was just running on the ground and the ground was already splitting into pieces. So I thought that was kind of weird in a sense. But I don't know, maybe that's just that one particular gameplay. Maybe it just ended up being such a coincidence that as he was running, the ground underneath him was breaking up. I could be wrong, but, you know, that's just something I just want to point out. Visually wise, you know, I feel like it's improved a lot since the first initial reveal back, I think it was last year or something like that. The visual graphics has actually improved so much that it's impressive. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks impressive, and that's all I have to say to that. But I do have to mention that on both versions, both the Switch version and the PS4 version, it's been said that there's going to be some type of variable in terms of the resolution, that the resolution is going to go down in certain instances. Like, they've actually warned us that the performance will not be perfect, which I still feel like it's not an excuse. Like, just because you make a game and you tell us, hey, just letting you guys know that if you play on the Switch, just know that the resolution is going to go down at random times, it won't have steady frame rates, but that's okay. It's not okay. Like, the same thing as well with the PS4 version. The resolution is gonna kind of dip up and down depending on what you're doing in the game, and the frame rate is also not gonna be at a steady 60 frames per second. I feel like they should push the game back a little bit just to make sure they get that fixed up. Because if games like fucking Storm 4 can play perfectly well, and the only times the frame rate would actually dip is if you're actually doing something intensively crazy, like you summon all 3 Susano on your team, and the other opponents is summoning all tail beasts on their side, and they're just launching attacks at the same time in a very condensed map. That I can see that causing some frame rate issues, but for the most part, most games have been able to maintain a steady frame rate. For them to give us a warning saying that there might be frame dipping, it's unacceptable. Now, if they were telling this to us because they had demo setups at E3 and they're just letting people know that if you go to these E3 demo setups, this is when the frame rate will start to dip, but the final product will be perfect, I'd be fine. But I just want to put that out there because I can't just keep giving this game praises without actually giving you guys some of the downside that they themselves have told us. So yeah, in terms of combos, I think I already talked about this, but I don't want to talk about the combos again. I think they look pretty cool as well. They look very chainable, I guess, in a sense. Like you can chain combos together and do some unique stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. And obviously with the assist, you can do a bunch of crazy stuff as well. Now, in terms of the movement and animation, is it just me, or does it feel like the characters feel floaty? Like, I don't know, like it feels like the attacks when they move towards each other, it feels like there's like a magnetic thing between them that pulls them together. It doesn't feel natural. I don't know how to describe it. Like if you watch a bunch of gameplays, you would kind of see what I'm talking about. Sometimes it feels like the combo's about to miss, but then it ends up not missing. It's weird. It just looks weird. But overall, like, I'm still gonna pick it up. I was initially going to pick it up on the Switch. If I'm being honest with you, that's kind of like the platform I was thinking of picking it up. But because of the whole frame rate issues and stuff like that, I may have to cop it on the PS4. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll fix it, to be honest, really. Like, we have other games, other intensive games on the Switch, like Zelda, well, what do I have actually? Let me just quickly open up my Switch, because I actually have no idea what I have on this stupid thing. Shit. So we have Zelda. I was gonna say Mario Odyssey, but that's a different thing altogether. So Zelda, we have Splatoon, okay, I can't really say Xenoblade Chronicles, Kirby, and I guess Fortnite. We have a lot of games that can play at a steady frame rate, but apparently this game can't, and I actually cannot see why. On a personal reason, I can't see why it wouldn't play at a steady frame rate. I know maybe the destruction could be a factor to it, but I don't know. But overall, like, I think it's a pretty good game. It looks pretty cool, it looks pretty interesting. I can't wait to see more characters announced. They should really announce my boy Tokuyami. I feel like he needs to be. I think they did actually announce him, actually, I just remembered. They just haven't shown any gameplays for him. But yeah, anyways, let me know what platform you're planning on picking this up. I'll probably still end up sticking with the Switch. I mean, this game is a fighting game, but it's not competitive by any means necessarily. Like, it just seems like a basic beat 'em up anime game that you'll play for about a month or two, and then you'll drop it and then pick up something else. Yeah, but anyways, that's it for me. I'm Pyros. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.